So how was Jawan? Did the movie live up to the expectations? Does the film mark the return of King Khan? The answer to all those questions is a simple and loud no. Jawan is another garbage mass masala film from director and writer Atlee. The film is quite the formula that Atlee and other South Indian directors have been taping in for a while. This is a spoiler review. Again, there is nothing to spoil here. The plot of the film is something all Indian movie audience have seen before. Again, a mixture of many plot points across Indian masala cinemas. The plot revolves around Azad, a typical Bollywood alpha male character, who is a part-time vigilante and a part-time IPS police officer, the cop with a heart of gold. My dude has his own Justice League filled with female badasses who have expertise in whatever field the script wants characters to have. So Jawan is Azad's father, who is also played by Shah Rukh Khan. Oh yes, Shah Rukh Khan plays two roles in the film, a father with superhuman strength and a son IPS badass vigilante. So Azad's life revolves around doing Batman stuff. He's a social justice warrior, aka Batman. His targets range from evil corrupt politicians to evil rich people. The same old Indian vigilante shit that we have seen before in every Atlee Kumar or Hrithik Roshan movie. Same old Batman and Robin shit. Meanwhile, Father Jawan is an army officer who was wronged by the villain Vijay Sethupathi. Usually Vijay Sethupathi is a delight to watch in any movie. But here in Jawan he plays a cringe-worthy Santa Claus, a cringe-worthy classic Bollywood villain who loves money. I've never seen Vijay Sethupathi struggle to deliver his performance. He is the worst part of Jawan, the stereotypical villain. Sethupathi hustles too hard to be interesting, so does Shah Rukh Khan.
I'm fumbling.
My dude SRK struggles to make both his characters distinct and different from each other. He failed to make them not cringe-worthy. Shah Rukh Khan has never been a great actor. He has maybe a handful of characters where he's been any good. Jawan isn't one of them. Shah Rukh Khan makes South Indian actor Joseph Vijay seem like Leonardo DiCaprio. In fact, none of the actors in the movie performed any good. Nayanthara, the female lead, was terrible as well, just like her male counterparts. The character was too heavy for the actress to carry on her shoulders. It could also be that these characters are half-baked, terribly written. Semi-interesting stupid roles written by Atlee and whoever his co-writers are, just lazy writing throughout the film. The action scenes in the movie are terrible as well. Classic Bollywood over-the-top unbelievable stunts done by stunt doubles or CGI doubles, whichever seemed right to the filmmakers. The first action scene in the metro had too many awful and predictable outcomes. The initial Jawan scenes seemed to be taken from some mummy or superhero movies where the characters seemed like he belonged in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Moon Knight, covered in all white and as powerful as a horse, jumping from mountains and having the weather write its own cinematography. Atlee did his best to start with a bang, but this scene and its awfulness proved my beliefs right. Jawan is a terrible, awful movie. The movie had a runtime close to 3 hours, but the film seems twice as long as that. You could cut out maybe an hour or more from the film and it wouldn't feel any different. The songs, good God, Atlee inserted a song every 10 minutes. I lost count of how many songs the movie had. The songs by themselves weren't terrible. In fact, they were great songs, but it seemed like the director inserted a song every 10 minutes to pad up the runtime. Songs in Indian cinema creates its own business. It helps the filmmakers promote the movie through hit songs. Songs also provide their own YouTube and other streaming revenue and free marketing for the movie. That's exactly what happened here. They're part of the director's cinema formula. Hit songs provide another branch of free promotion. All of the songs made their own waves. The music director Anirudh Ravichandran did his best to lift the cinema experience on his shoulders, unlike the director or the star of the movie Shah Rukh Khan. Anirudh won in places where Shah Rukh Khan failed. The dance sequences and matching songs was a delight in theaters, like I said. The music directors succeeded in places where the others failed terribly. The social messages in the film are flimsy and far away from reality. The movie tried to state the economic dissimilarity of assistance the Indian government provides for rich folks versus the limited help the government and government-run banks provide for the financially challenged folks. The film had similar messages as The Falcon and The Winter Soldier TV show.
You control the banks. Shit, you can move borders.
You can knock down a forest with the email. You can feed 1 million people with a phone call. But the question is, who's in the room with you when you're making those decisions? Is it the people you're going to impact?
Or is it just more people like you?
Give the poor more loans and cancel all the loans that the government provided to poor people in India. The economy and the financial sector in India could go to hell according to the Atlee and his co-filmmakers. The banking sector should become a for-the-people sector rather than pro-capitalist sector. The same old socialism and communism is great and pure capitalism sucks social justice message. Terrible ideas that teenagers and little activists on Twitter would admire, not adults, not economists, according to Atlee. Economists and other government officials are all unholy terrible folks who need to be killed by the vigilante heroes. The villain who loves money and uses the corners of law to make his wealth from every nook and corner of the failed Indian economic sector, making his bank selling faulty weapons to the army, which at the end results in Father Shah Rukh Khan's military team's death. And later the same villain murders Jawan and destroys his family, including putting Deepika Padukone in prison for the murder of police officers, the son Shah Rukh Khan. Azad grows up in prison as a prison baby. Does the judiciary allow children to grow up in prison? I don't know, nor do I care. I have no interest in doing any kind of factual fact-checking for this kind of terrible movie.
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up.
Jawan is a horrendous movie with terrible plot and waffle-think logic going into the creation of the film, so the filmmakers can go to hell. I wouldn't want to waste any of my time researching for this garbage movie. Fuck it. The story at one point the vigilante hero, let's call him Robin Hood, because that's what he is. He steals from the rich and transfers that wealth to the poor in India. He's a Robin Hood, nothing more, nothing less. So Robin Hood steals money from Vijay Sethupathi and transfers it to all the farmers in India somehow, and the government does nothing to return all those funds to the original owners. Of course, the Indian judiciary is a joke according to the Atlee and his writers. Stolen funds are valid and those funds can't be returned to the rightful owners. Fuck the Indian banking sector.
You know, when life gives you shit, you make Kool-Aid.
That's not really how that expression works.
What a way to start the film. The romance in the film is another giant leap in cinematic history, where the hero meets the heroine in an arranged marriage situation, where Shah Rukh Khan meets the heroine's daughter, talks to her about becoming her stepfather. Later dude meets with the little girl at her school, covers for her, meets the school authorities as her father. Oh yes, that's possible in the realm of this fantasy epic movie. Great. Later the heroine accepts to marry him because her daughter loves the new and cool stepdad, and the heroine is the very same police officer who is investigating the Robin Hood Shah Rukh Khan. Cool. What a small world. Shah Rukh Khan gets caught by the police heroine on the same night where they get married. Oh yes, the two 50-year-olds got married before getting to know each other in a dance song. Later the hero goes to prison and later gets saved by older father Shah Rukh Khan. I gave up as soon as the second Shah Rukh Khan shows up. As if wasting one Shah Rukh Khan on screen isn't enough for Atlee, that he had to bring in another Shah Rukh Khan to embarrass the veteran actor even more. I had no interest in the film anymore after that. At one point previously branded terrorist Sanjay Dutt showed up. Dude kept talking about Kerala Onam and his wife being a Malayali. As if Tamil Nadu representation wasn't enough in this garbage movie, they had to embarrass Kerala and Malayalis too, because why not? Right? Anyways, the son Shah Rukh Khan, the Robin Hood at this point, stole a bunch of voting machines to lecture the media and people in India about the importance of voting. Like what the fuck am I watching at this point? Crying about voting patterns and about Indian democracy, like what the hell is happening? We have come a long way from logic and reason at this point. There is no point in questioning the filmmakers and their reasoning capability. Towards the end, Vijay Sethupathi shows up as Santa Claus and older Shah Rukh Khan regains his memory again. Yeah, there was an entire subplot where senior Shah Rukh Khan lost all his memories.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the Judas fuck?
It doesn't matter. Dude later shows up with all his memories and beats up the villain with his son. To be honest with you, I have no interest in watching another Atlee movie or Shah Rukh Khan movie for a while. They need to apologize for wasting my time with Jawan. This is one of the worst Bollywood movies that I've seen recently. Shah Rukh Khan's last movie Pathan was terrible too, but that movie had some redeeming movements. Salman Khan showing up to beat up the villains, or the action sequences in the very beginning, the helicopter sequences. Like I said, Pathan had some redeeming moments unlike Jawan. This movie tried to be a woke lefty semi-communist propaganda movie about capitalism and socialism, all that nonsense crammed into one 3-hour movie. Lecturing the audience over and over again about election, social justice, and other semi-communist talking points, just frying our brains with SJW nonsense.
How dare you! You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. How dare you!
As somebody who has already seen movies made by Atlee, I have to say, Atlee mixed all his previous films together to make Jawan. The police plotline and cute daughter-father plot was from the VJ movie Theory. The father-son revenge plot was from another VJ movie, Marcel. The vigilante murdering people plot seems like that was from an old Shankar movie, Anayan, with Vikram in it. The female badasses, those script details, were from Atlee's own movie Bijal, where a group of women were being mentored by VJ as their football coach. And Jawan, Atlee changed that very plot to police and his prisoners. What I'm trying to say is that Jawan is a movie that we as audience members have seen 1,000 times before, not just that. But we've seen this movie done better in other movies many times before. Jawan is a mashup of hundreds of police revenge dramas that we've seen already.
I've come across a lot of psychos, but none as fucking boring as you. I mean, you are a real boring fuck. Sorry, I know that you disapprove of swearing, so I'll sort that out. You are a boring F*** cunt.
The only good parts of the movie were the songs from Anirudh. The music for Jawan was top-notch, but the action, the plot, the execution, the acting, all of those departments were mediocre at best. The amount of money spent for the sets and songs, it seems like director Atlee spent the budget lavishly for every nook and corner, but without any original story and original themes. Jawan felt cheap and uninspired. Though the movie tries to make us cry and laugh, those emotions never materialized naturally. At the end of the day, Jawan is another mediocre big-budget, giant movie star movie with mass masala South Indian movie formula that is guaranteed to make its production budget back. The movie will satisfy Indian audiences who've enjoyed movies like Pathan and KGF. Shah Rukh Khan fans would enjoy the movie as well. But if you are somebody who loves different genre cinema and have previously enjoyed world cinema, then this movie Jawan isn't for you. This movie would disappoint all non-Shah Rukh Khan fans and people who hate mass masala movies and Indian box office formula movies. Skip Jawan and you miss nothing. Have you seen Jawan? Did you enjoy the movie? What did you like and what did you hate? Let me know in comments below.